Get ready, everyone. All-Star action is coming your way. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. This place is going to go crazy. Tonight we present the Foot Locker three-point contest. The pressure is high. The drama is fierce. And the pace is fast. Hold on tight, everybody.
This is all about concentration, guys. Steve can attest to that. You get on a roll, lock into that rhythm. That's what you try to do here.
No question, Clark. And the crowd is behind you. You know, the fans are watching on TV. It's really a different environment than a game. But if you can find the groove, find your rhythm, it really is a fun event and a chance for guys to show their shooting stroke.
So it'll be Chandler Parsons here. He'll have 60 seconds to get off 25 shots from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and with each make counting as 1 point, except the last ball of each rack, which counts for 2.
Yeah, that's the money ball, Clark, and those shots are usually the ones that end up deciding this contest.
The hardest thing for a shooter might be just maintaining that same level of concentration through all 5 racks.
Yeah, I think it is the hardest thing, Clark, because you're just not used to taking 25 shots in 1 minute. Nobody does that, even in practice. You know, you don't really do it that way. So it's a very foreign feeling when you're out there, and you've got to maintain that focus.
Not good.
9 points. He's made all but one of his money balls. 12 for him. He finishes with 14 points on the board. I'd say a solid showing from him.
Well, the key was he was consistent, Kevin. He didn't really get too hot, but he never got cold, and that's important. You've just got to continue to shoot through the ups and downs.
In the history of this event, I think one moment that anyone who saw it remembers was Craig Hodges hitting his first 19 shots in the semifinal round back in 1991.
Yeah, that was unbelievable, Clark. Probably the greatest display of shooting that I've ever seen. I'll tell you what, Hodges did a lot of amazing things in the three-point contest. He won it 3 times during the 90s.
Now with 4. 5 points now. Now with 6. Makes it 4 straight for him. Can't get the money ball. He misses his 4th straight. He's got 8. He just can't find the bottom of the net with those money balls. He's missed all 4. He's got 9. Up to 10 now. Now with 11. He comes away with 11 points. That's far below what he's capable of doing when he's on his game.
Yeah, I thought the big thing was the start that he got off to just didn't set the table for him. He missed 5 straight early on, and that was enough.
So it's J.R. Smith ready to go. That's 2. He comes away with 4 points on that rack. He's got 5. 6. That's 7. 2 of 2 on the money ball.
Here he goes.
That's his 5th consecutive make.
He's in sole possession of second place.
Can't get the money ball. Notches 13. Only managed to sink 1 there.
Matches the best score right there.
That puts him at the top of the heap.
That's 4 in a row now. A total of 17 points that he'll take away from that round. That was a nice piece of shooting we saw from him out there.
I think things are so much easier when a shooter gets off to a good start, and he certainly did that.
And here we go with Paul George.
Your memory has to be very short in this format, like less than a second. You have to put every miss right behind you. Forget about it.
Yeah, because 1 miss can easily turn into 2 and then 3, and then you start racing because you're worried about the clock, and before you know it, you're pretty much out of it.
7 more points to stay in contention.
7 points.
4 more points to stay alive.
He's got 8. Drains the money ball.
1 more to stay alive.
Misses for the 4th straight time. He's 4 for 4 on money balls. No good with his 4th in a row. In the end, it's a 12-point round for him. Well, not his finest showing. I think we can all agree he could have done a lot better.
Yeah, I would guess he would like a mulligan. He finished the round with 5 straight misses. Not the way you want to go out.
So it'll be Carmelo Anthony here.
So to stay in it, he needs at least 12 points.
A great shot here. Not the highest score today. 2 points. He needs 8 points more. Seven points more to stay alive. 6. 8 points. 4 more points to stay alive. 9 points. 2 racks to go. 1 more to stay alive.
That's exactly the score he needed to get himself into 3rd place and secure a spot in the finals.
Now he's in 2nd place all by himself.
Rock solid shooting down the stretch.
He comes away with a total of 15 points. I'd say he handled that round pretty well, guys.
Kevin, I think he'd be real pleased with that score. I mean, it can always be a little bit higher, but that was plenty good.
Yeah, I agree, Clark. He's probably happy with it, not ecstatic, but, you know, he did his job and put up a pretty good number.
And here we go with Freak. He knows exactly what score will get him into the next round.
You know, it means so much to get off to a fast start in this competition. More often than not, as the first few racks go, so go the rest.
Yeah, it's a weird competition, Clark, because guys are not used to doing this during the season, taking so many shots in such little time. So the quick start is imperative for your confidence and for your rhythm.
4 more, and he moves on.
2 racks to go. 1 more to move on.
Moving up, that gets him into a 3rd place tie.
1 last rack remains. Misses for the 4th straight time. That's 5 in a row. He better get it together. He averages 3 points a rack and finishes with 15. He turned in a pretty good round right there, don't you think?
Well, the key was, Kevin, he took 6 out of a possible 10 points from the money balls. And those are huge points. You've got to take advantage of them, and he did.
Smith's got the highest score from round 1. All he's got to do now, guys, is repeat that performance in the finals.
With the strong group we have moving on to the finals, I'm expecting a very competitive last round.
I'm with you on that. I mean, I'd be surprised if this doesn't go all the way down to the last.
A total of 17 points that he'll take away from that round. Well, a very respectable performance from him there, guys.
Kevin, I think he'd be real pleased with that score. I mean, it can always be a little bit higher, but that was plenty good.
Yeah, I agree, Clark. He's probably happy with it, not ecstatic, but, you know, he did his job and put up a pretty good number.
And here we go with Freak. So 18 to tie, 19 to move ahead. Gets the money ball.
Oh, my. Yeah, it's been a bumpy start. Rough going so far.
He can only afford 2 more misses. 4 points. Well, I think, yeah, that's it. He's done.
Yep, he can't make it up in these last few shots, Kevin.
Well, thanks for coming. We will see you next year.
Finishes with 11. There was just something off about him in that round.
Well, we kept waiting for that point where he'd get hot and rattle off a few in a row, but it just never came.
So it's J.R. Smith ready to go. And we've reached the finish line of a Foot Locker 3-point contest. All our competitors gave it their best shot, but one man was head and shoulders above the rest. This year's champion, Carmelo Anthony.
Now, how much fun was that? That could be the highlight of this year's All-Star festivities, guys.
Well, for me, Clark, the 3-point contest usually is. I was just happy to have a ringside seat for it.
And the drama, the excitement, this year's 3-point contest had it all. And it was our pleasure to bring it to you. For myself, Kevin Harlan, and my partners, Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr, thank you, everyone, and good night.